I had a situation in which a minor approached the counter, requested the cigarettes, put his money on the counter, clerk took the money, did a transaction, gave the minor back change. He walked back to the vehicle. Once we got back to the vehicle, we discovered that she only charged him for the water and had basically given him the cigarettes. I had a young lady that was standing in front of me, and when she approached the clerk asked, "How old are you?" And the minor responded truthfully, as we tell him, "I'm 15 years of age, I'm 15. Well, the response of the clerk is what got me, because she says, "Well, I guess I better put it in a bag then." And I was just kind of dumbfounded at that point, thinking, does that really make a difference if you're going to sell to a minor, if we hide the product or we don't hide the product? What we really should be looking at is the kid old enough to purchase tobacco products? And in this situation, the store clerk thought by putting in a bag, it just made everything okay. In the beginning, we probably had some negative feedback from retailers and store clerks that may have been actually written citations in this process. And once the education process began, because of the availability of those funds to allow us to do so, we were doing this effectively across the board, enforcing these laws for a reason, and that's to protect the children of the state of Texas. Because of the enforcement actions we've had over the years, we have some of these same store clerks in these same locations that are now calling police when minors are attempting to purchase tobacco products, and even going as far as recording license plate numbers and descriptions of the people. And sometimes we find out they're giving the description of the vehicle and of the people that are doing our undercover control buys. So it's a bit humorous how, from being so apprehensive to the process in the beginning, that they are willing partners in helping us in preventing youth access to tobacco. But it's a constant, ongoing process. You can't say that we've educated our community today and it's good for the next 5 years. We must continue to educate on a daily basis on the current laws and why we do what we do. With in between 25 to 30,000 retail tobacco outlets in the state of Texas, it's virtually impossible for one entity in one location to begin to cover the amount of retailers that we need to educate and make sure that they're aware of these laws. So by having continued funding and even expanded funding, I believe that we could do more in our communities to prevent the ill effects of tobacco use by those minors at an early age that leads to health problems, which in turn compromises our medical field and the insurance cost and everything else that our state begins to absorb because of the use of this product at an early age, and then turns into a deadly disease later. Any entity and agency that I know of that's involved in any program that's been state level funded is, without the state level funding, most of them would not be in existence, and they have produced very positive things in local communities, from a reduction in youth that have to go through the Texas Youth Cessation Program and things along those lines. We're seeing that these kids are turning away from those ill effect drugs and tobacco use and making a society better as a whole.